Hello everyone, welcome to Car Spotter Belgium. I'm Thibaut and today we are going to take a look at the new facelifted Alfa Romeo Stelvio. In this video I will tell you everything about this car, we will do a quick walk around, show you the inside, and later on I will also take you for a drive. The one we have here today is the 2-liter 4-cylinder petrol engine, which delivers 280 horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque. It's also a Q4, which means that it has a 4-wheel drive system and it is standard in combination with this type of engine. There are also some packages to choose from, and this one is the Veloce. Exterior wise, you get some dark gloss accents such as the black grille in the front, the window frames, the side panels, and in the back the diffuser. Beside those packages there are also some extra options, such as this beautiful blue color which is called Blue Misano. It also has 21-inch black wheels, which are also an option over the standard 20-inch wheels for the Veloce. Behind those wheels are 30.5 cm brake discs in the front and 29.2 cm at the back with some red brake calipers. These are also an option because standard Veloce gets some silver calipers and these red ones just make it look even more sportive. It makes it just a total package, the contrasting blue color in combination with the full blacked out body panels and wheels. The new facelifted version has some darker rear light units and also a bit of a different LED layout, such as the front light units, which are totally new with the 3 eyes in there, as I call it, which is of course the new face of Alfa Romeo. It has a trunk capacity of 525 liters, and of course that can be expanded by laying down the rear seat. So you pull this handle here, and in the Stelvio you need to give them an extra push to fold them down. When you enter, you see the face of Alfa Romeo on the dashboard, and when you leave you see the back of the Stelvio. So probably the first thing you'll notice when sitting here in the driver's seat is this really sportive interior. So the Veloce and competition package get these flippers behind the steering wheel, which is of course a bit of the quadrifoglio look, and they are really fun to use. It is just a really sportive looking design. The materials that I used in here are completely leather and a sort of printed plastic, but it does not look cheap, of course. This is a really good material, also on the dashboard and in the center. So this is actually the first car that I drive where they haven't put some glossy black material on the parts that you need to touch frequently. So that's a really good thing, because I'm not a huge fan of these materials. A bit more about the infotainment screen. The first thing you will notice is that it is a quite small screen. It is not that big, but quite long. I don't have problems with it, but I guess some of you will, and that's about reading some small words on here. So it is not that big, and I guess some of you will have some trouble with that. But you do got this knob here and it works really good, so that's the positive thing of it. It is not lagging or anything, it works really well. You also have the screen behind the steering wheel, which is actually bigger than the main screen, but you first need to turn on the car to do anything on here. So there are not that much settings on here, which is not a bad thing, because in most cars you got a lot of settings on this display, and I know you are not going to use them all, but this one got the basic ones. Above us we also got a beautiful panoramic roof, and the first thing you need to do is to open the sun visor. So a pretty big screen, which you need to push a second time to open it completely. And it works the same way with the glass roof. So the first push is a first step, and another push opens it completely. I'm now sitting in the back, and my leg room is more than enough. I'm not squeezed in here, I'm just sitting here comfortably. Also, headroom is no problem. So let's take the Stelvio for a drive. The first thing to start with is probably the sportiness about this non-sportive SUV, as you might expect. So it's a non-quadrifoglio, but however the Veloce does have some very sportive design elements, such as the pedals, which I've mentioned earlier in the video, and also these seats. They do give a lot of support in your sides, so when you're taking a turn you just keep sitting in the middle of the seat, which is really good. So it's a really, it feels just really sportive. And Alfa Romeo also makes you think that this is a sportive SUV due to the drive mode selector. So probably every car has a drive mode selector. So with Alfa Romeo it is DNA, which is a nice thing, so about the name itself. So I'm currently in A, which is the most economically driving mode. I don't know what it stands for, the A, but however, it's a cool thing. And then we got the N, which is normal, and of course D, which stands for dynamic, I guess. And as you can see, it already downshifts to a higher RPM, and it is just a very sportive, I can't say it enough, it is just a really sportive SUV. And we got these pedals for a reason. So you switch this to manual and then you downshift and just hit the throttle, and it is making some really lovely bangs. There is just a little bit of a delay between the shifts, and that makes it really sportive, really fun to drive. In dynamic, I also think that the power distribution is different. So you feel it when you hit the throttle, and that he is willing to break out its back. So it's a 4x4, and I think they are getting a distribution of 50-50 in dynamic and normal or A mode. I guess it is more in the front than in the back. I'm just thinking that because I just feel it a little bit about the stability. Consumption wise, I found a trip B on the display here, which is about 12,400 kilometers, and there is an average of 9.5 liters for each 100 kilometers. Of course, this is a press car, and I think it is driven a little bit harder than when you would buy one of these. So I might think that the Stelvio with the 2-liter 280 horsepower would do an average of 8.5, 9 liters maybe. I think that's the consumption about the Stelvio. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video about this Alfa Romeo Stelvio. If you did, please give it a like, and you can subscribe to my channel within 5 seconds by clicking the middle button. And I just hope to see you next time again. Bye!